For a week in February, a venue in Fremantle was arguably the global nerve centre for the world's action against herbicide-resistant weeds. This was truly a conference where the world's best scientists dealing with herbicide resistance came together with a single purpose: to share ideas, knowledge, experience. What follows is not a neat potted summary of the conference. With over 100 talks on every imaginable subject, that would be impossible, even if I could get my head around it all. No, this is a series of short segments that cover some of the major themes as I saw them. I'd also encourage you to check out the Groundcover May-June supplement with a host of articles drawn directly from the conference. And if you go to the new Weed Smart website, you can watch 10 or so selected presentations that we've recorded in their entirety. It's just like being there. If I were you, I'd start with the one by Dr. Ford Baldwin from Arkansas. 100 talks, 64 poster presentations and a truly global list of delegates, with those from abroad outnumbering Australians.
Hi, my name is Alberto Collavo. I'm coming from Italy, from the Institute of Agro-Environmental Biology and Forestry.
Hi, my name is Pedro Cristofoletti. I work for the University of São Paulo in Brazil.
Hi, I'm Christophe Delis from INRA in France, and I'm currently the only researcher in France working on herbicide resistance research.
I'm Rick Boydston from the United States, the state of Washington, and I work for the USDA Ag Research Service.
My name is Toru Tominaga from Kyoto University, Japan.
I'm Michelle Owen. I'm from the University of Western Australia and I work in plant biology with herbicide-resistant weeds.
The Global Herbicide Resistance Challenge Conference was the vision of Professor Stephen Powles, head of the Australian Herbicide Resistance Initiative, GRDC's key channel for herbicide resistance research.
Why have you all travelled so far to be here? It's because, of course, of the threat of herbicide resistance to global food security. In a world that's rapidly coming to 9 billion people, we are going to have to double our food production over the 30 years. And just as antibiotic resistance in humans will have to be managed through science and technology and its application, so the threat of herbicide resistance to world agriculture and global security of food will have to be managed through science and technology and its application. In my travels to the US, I could see that there would be massive problems of glyphosate-resistant weeds. I knew that would focus attention because the US is the world's greatest food exporter, and therefore I thought, let's organise this conference in Australia, because if we don't, frankly, it would have been organised by somebody else in the US.
The Western Australia location did hold a special attraction though, both for the amount and types of resistance and the way farmers and scientists are tackling them.
I've always referred to Western Australia when I talk to my students in class as the Disneyland of herbicide resistance, and I really do feel like I'm like I've come to Disneyland, you know, and it's all these great things we've talked about a bit in Canada, like chaff carts and stuff. You guys are actually using them.
For GRDC, funding the conference to ensure it came here was a pretty easy decision.
I'm proud of the fact that this conference has been organised here in Australia, and particularly in Perth, and congratulations to Steve for having the idea and putting it together. Not simply because we may be seen as the home of herbicide resistance, but because I know we have enormous skills and expertise in Australia around herbicide resistance, and it's great to be able to share that, and it's also great to be able to learn from all the knowledge and experience that you bring with you from overseas.
I mean, I'm really impressed with the level of scientific rigour here. I think it's fantastic, and you know, Steve's got to be commended on the way he's put this together. And it's a very good investment for GRDC, the RE investment. So you know, we're pretty excited.
I've been working on resistance for 30 years. I don't have that many more years left in it, so it does give me a lot of satisfaction to not only have this great focus on resistance, but to have it in Australia and to have colleagues coming from 30 countries to Australia. We've got the best people in the world in herbicide resistance right here.